Hi guys, welcome back. It is a little solo video from me this week. Yeah, let's get started. So today's video is gonna be a little, sorry, I'm sat on a spinning chair. That's why I'm like gonna be spinning around. So I hope that doesn't annoy you guys. I'm gonna try not to do it. Today's video is gonna be a get ready with me / life update. I haven't got like huge life updates, but I feel like there's a lot that you guys maybe don't know, and I feel like it just could be fun just to chat, because me and Bella do a lot of vlogs on this channel which we love to film and hopefully you guys like to watch, but I want to make sure we're still like chatting to each other. And yeah, I kind of want to be open and honest. Also, I haven't worn makeup in, I honestly don't know, maybe a month, could be that long. So that is a little clue to the first health update. So let me get my moisturiser on and we'll talk about it. So exactly 1 month ago yesterday, 4 weeks, I had surgery, which I think Bella spoke a little bit about in a previous vlog, so she gave a little bit of that away. Yeah, so I had surgery 4 weeks ago. I have had surgery before, but in the past on the channel I've just decided never to really talk about it, because I feel like whenever I talk about it, it feels like I'm maybe being a little bit, I didn't ever want to come across like I am looking for attention or like sympathy or anything, because I'm not, because I don't need it. Yeah, so 4 weeks ago I had open surgery. This is the second time I've had open surgery, so I know what I'm in for. I'm a seasoned pro, as I like to say. Yeah, so that has dictated the past 4 weeks of my life. Yeah, so I haven't worn any makeup because I've not really been going anywhere special. I have been building up my strength though, walking different places, coffee shops, to the shop, bits and bobs. I had one of my friends come stay with me here for her birthday, so that was like a nice fun chill thing to do. And then obviously Bella was here with me for a bit, so we did loads of like fun things. I'm gonna do primer next. Obviously this is e.l.f., which e.l.f. is not getting a lot of good press at the minute, but we're gonna ignore that because I still have the primers and stuff. Yeah, so it's been a lot of time to reflect. I've been watching a lot of Steph Bora's vlogs. If you know me, you know she's my favorite, one of my favorite YouTubers. Constant inspiration. And she talks a lot about like journaling, self-reflection, reading. So that is what I've been doing. I've been reading, I've been doing a lot of thinking, listening to music, watching films that I've been putting off for years or months of my life. I've also been doing like lots of craft stuff. If you follow us on TikTok, you will have been seeing that. So I've done like paint by numbers. I did, you know, the thing where you put like gems on by numbers. I did that. I've been sketchbooking, like I started a junk journal, some people call them, like a few months ago, so that's all finished. Oh, this is the Rare Beauty foundation. I'm actually gonna have to buy another one of these soon, so I'm scared because I love her and she will need to be refilled as soon as possible. Yeah, but about my surgery, so it's a bit complicated, but it's mostly to do, well, it's all to do with my liver at the minute. And I've had to have like a few corrective surgeries in the past like 4 years, I think we're coming up to. So yeah, it's all to do with my liver and just trying to correct it, get it healthy. So what I have is something that doesn't have a name. It's not a condition really. How I always like water it down for people to understand quite quickly, because a lot of people ask me in my everyday life. So people often have kidney stones or gallstones, if anybody has heard of that. Like most people know someone that has had gallstones. Often it's like older people, like people that are sort of middle-aged. So yeah, so you can get gallstones, you can get kidney stones. Kidney stones you can actually pass through naturally. I get liver stones, so the same sort of thing, but they're just in my liver, which means that I can't pass them naturally, so I have to have surgery to take them out. So that has been a large part of this surgery and other ones that I've had in the past. It's like clearing all the stones out. They have tried like multiple different techniques to get them out in the best way, and like trying to clear them all out, because obviously anyone that has sort of a knowledge on gallstones or kidney stones knows that they are painful, and obviously they do have like health risks, so they can cause infections, which is obviously quite dangerous. So that's often what happens with me, so therefore it provokes me to get surgery. This time it was a planned surgery, so I did have liver stones, but also we planned for it. I had enough time to choose when I wanted to do it this time, which actually was a new experience for me, because when I've had surgery in the past, it has always been emergency surgery, so they've either rushed me in or I've been given maybe 1 to 2 weeks notice. This time I was able to talk to my surgeon and request a time that was best for me, which was good. I'm currently enrolled into university, so I have just finished first year. So I decided to schedule my surgery for after the first year, because I didn't want to interrupt any of my semesters. So I chose to have it this summer in July. It ended up being in July. I'm just going to do a really light makeup today, because I'm just kind of doing it to get over the hump of not wearing makeup for so long, and also just something fun to do. So it's just going to be a little light makeup. Yeah, so it ended up being in July. I thought a lot about the decision of when to have it, because obviously if I had it during like the term time, I would miss out on uni. But then also if I had it during summer, I missed out on a chunk of my summer. But yeah, I'm happy with my decision that I made. I think it worked out the best for me. I was still able to do some fun stuff before. Some of the trips and stuff that I had planned, I didn't end up doing, like, that I wanted to do. They didn't end up happening, but they'll just happen next year or later on in the year. But yeah, this way it's allowed me to not miss any uni. And obviously, like, anyone that's been a student or is a student knows that most people are here during semester rather than the summer break. So it's not like I've missed out massively. Another update that has been really good this summer is that my housemates and I pretty much, we've gone back and forth, but we spent most of our summer in our uni house, which is quite unusual. But we all love each other so much that we have just adapted to being together as a group and stuff. So we all just decided it would be more fun to be here all summer, and also a lot of us, including myself, have jobs in our city now. So yeah, we just thought it would work out better. Sorry if I keep looking here, it's because my mirror is here. We decided it would be easier, more convenient for our jobs, and also just like we can continue to be social with each other. We also obviously moved into our house. You can go back and watch my moving vlog, and we just like have completely fallen in love with our house and just like made it a home already. Like I said, that is actually quite unconventional. Most students don't move in until September because it's more affordable to live at home, or you know, for whatever reason, it's just kind of usual. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Apart from like I've had like a few hard weeks, my recovery was really quite quick. I would say it's obviously 4 weeks now. I would say that the first 2 weeks. So I spent 1 week in hospital and then I managed to come here. The first week back, I didn't really leave the house. But after that kind of 2-week mark, it did get a lot easier. Like I said, I've had this surgery before, so I knew what I was in for, and it actually ended up being easier than I thought this time. But again, I am a seasoned pro. I think while we're talking about it, I would say that my main kind of advice to anyone that is going to potentially have surgery, or even whether it's open or even just like keyhole, anything that, because a lot of people, like especially that I talk to in my real life, have never experienced anything like this before, and it can be quite scary because it's quite unknown. My advice would be, it's truly never as bad as you think. Usually never as bad as you think. And also, the way I get through it is I think if I can get through the first week or the first day, then the hardest part is over. The thing that helped me massively, I had a lot of time to think about this, but something that helped me kind of come to terms with how scary surgery can be was, as I like talked to doctors more, talked to surgeons, you realise that this is their everyday job. Like, so when I go to work, I'm not worried, I'm not scared, like I'm so used to doing what I'm doing, it's like muscle memory. It's the exact same for surgeons. Yes, it's a lot more complicated, but what I'm saying is these people do it day in, day out. They know what they're doing. They are the best people. Yeah, I've been very lucky to have been looked after by some of the best surgeons in the world, and it's not even a cringy thing. My previous surgeon was one of only about 5 people in the world that could perform a specific operation that I had. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that, and also grateful for the NHS, because obviously, if it wasn't plainly obvious by my voice, I obviously live in the UK and we are blessed by the NHS. Everyone has their own opinions on it, but me personally, I've only ever had brilliant experience with the NHS. Because a lot of people praise me for being quite brave and staying quite positive and stuff. I usually focus on one specific thing. Like, I have a goal in mind that makes whatever I'm going through worth it. So in the past, I had a goal of going on a specific trip. So I wanted to travel to Italy. I was like, I'm gonna do all these hospital visits and do all these surgeries, because that will mean that I am healthy enough to visit Italy, which is a country that I always wanted to visit. And obviously I came out the other side and I managed to go to Italy when I was 17, so that was a few years ago now. This time, my goal that like obviously helped me through was, if I can just get through these few weeks, I can be healthy enough to go back to uni and to be with all my friends and to be social, and hopefully go on the trips that I had planned as soon as possible. So that's something that's really helped me. So moving on from that, something else that I wanted to talk to you about was uni, because I feel like my vlogs when I'm on my own often centre around what I'm doing at uni, or like a day trip, or my uni house and stuff, and I feel like you don't really know a lot about it. So I'm going into second year. I'm going into second year, and I am studying photography. That's my degree. I don't know if I've ever even said that on here. My first year, I think overall I've loved it. It's so different to A-levels and things, but I did a foundation year, so I kind of had a bit more like knowledge on what it was going to be like, and I'm so glad that I did do a foundation year, otherwise I think I would struggle a lot more at university. I am looking forward to going back to uni in September, just for like a routine, and obviously I do really enjoy my course, and the start of the semester means that everyone will be moving back, which is really fun. First semester is coming around quick, And I'm actually really excited because I was thinking about video ideas today, and I bought a few tops the other day for uni, so I'm kind of planning on doing like a back to uni haul kind of thing. So if you want to see that, let me know, because I think that'll be a good cute video. That is my blush done, my bronzer, just done a bit of highlight, and mascara. We're pretty much done. We just got to do lips. Yeah, so now let's talk about the channel. Okay, so currently me and Bella are posting every single Friday, as some of you hopefully know. Yeah, so we decided that while we had the summer and the time, while we had the time over the summer, we decided to up our posting to every week. So there are probably plenty of videos for you to catch up on. We've been really getting back into, well, Bella's always been into it, but I've been really getting back into reading. I have bought like about 4 books the other day, so my reading is, fingers crossed, gonna hopefully, my reading goal will hopefully be being met, I don't know. So we have some book videos coming, vlogs coming. What else can I update you on? Is that I am currently sober, which is obviously quite unusual for a 20-year-old at university. It is something that I've obviously, because of my liver issues, that my relationship with alcohol has been a bit rocky, let's say. I've gone through periods of being able to drink and then deciding not to drink and then deciding to go back to it. But since I found out most recently that I had liver stones, so since then I've been pretty much sober, so I don't drink. Yeah, honestly, I think that I give myself a lot of praise for being able to do a lot of the social things that I do without any alcohol influence. So that's like going to the pub, going to a club, going to a party. Like, I won't lie, it's not easy. Like, there is no such thing as Dutch courage for me anymore. But it's one of them things that I kind of didn't have a choice. So you don't really know how easy it is to adapt until you have no choice but to adapt. Me personally, it's something obviously I would like to be able to drink in my future. I think I'll talk to my surgeon about it. But yeah, I think alcohol isn't everything, and it has made me probably a better person. It's made my relationship with alcohol better, because you realise that you don't need it and you actually shouldn't need it to have a good time. Common misconception that I get is that I have a liver issue because I'm some sort of crazy alcoholic. That is not true. That has never been true. Yeah. I think there is a lot of like, not misconception, but I would say a lack of knowledge around the liver and its function, and yeah, how important it is. Obviously I've learned that because I've had to learn that. But yeah, I feel like I've cleared up a lot of misconceptions, and also you've learned a lot about me. But yeah, this has been a big step for me to open up on here, but I do love the channel, and hopefully some people have watched it and enjoyed it and found it interesting. If you do have any more questions that like are about my health, or like the surgery, or not being able to drink, or uni or anything, like if anyone wants to, you can leave them in the comment section. I'll either answer them, or I could do like a separate video on it. So this is my finished makeup look. I'm actually quite happy with it. Just a little simple everyday look. I also had my hair cut the other day, which I'm really excited about because it was getting extremely long. A little back to uni haircut. Got some layers put back in the front. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, because it's been quite cathartic to talk about it. And if you enjoyed it, please leave me a little like and subscribe to our channel, and see you next time. Bye!